right, I would like to call this special meeting of the IDA to order. The date is August 20th, 2025. We'll take attendance.
Jamal Johnson,
Present.
Heather Campbell,
Here.
Cheryl Tazluka. Here. Randall Martin. He's on video. Dominic Moranti.
Here on Zoom.
Charles Miller.
Here.
Thank you. Margaret Morris. Here. You have a quorum.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, for the record, as you know, the video conferencing policy requires that there be a record of the reason for the absence from the in person from the meeting and attendance via video is documented as one of the reasons that is permitted by the video conferencing policy. The minutes need to reflect that.
I don't know that there is a valid reason. I think Randall is just here for his information. I don't think he'd vote.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to be clear for the record. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, thank you all for being here this morning to consider a resolution to authorize a public hearing in connection with the Penrose JLE School Apartment Senior Affordable Housing Project. Our council, Chriselle, and I have been working with Penrose and their council on the language, and we're joined here today by Jonah Riccinati from Penrose, and to answer any questions that you may have. Chris, could you just walk us through what the resolution provides today? And
Sure. So the resolution is based on the application that was submitted by the applicant that was attached to the board packet. The resolution recites the specific application that was submitted by Penrose for assistance. And I will just note that there was an error in the version that was circulated. It said a New York limited liability company. The application provides that it's a Pennsylvania limited liability company. So that correction should be made in the resolution for consideration. And a correction has been provided to Lisa for her markup. So their application provides for reuse of the former John L. Edwards Elementary School for affordable senior housing. This is a 5.3 acre parcel of land. They'd be converting the old school building to create 65 residential rental units affordable to seniors. The project involves a total project cost of an estimated $41,553,000. The 65 units are to be rented to and have rents affordable to seniors at 60% of AMI or below. And the pilot that's being requested by the applicant is $0 during construction and lease up, followed by a 30-year pilot schedule with fixed payments. And those are shown on the attached Exhibit A. This is a preliminary resolution to set a public hearing, so the board will not have made any determinations yet. And the resolution recites that seeker is being undertaken at this time, and that the requirements of seeker would need to be completed before the board takes an action with respect to the project. The resolution recites proposed special project conditions, which identify the use of the property, the proposed adaptive reuse for 65 units, and the unit mix and affordability requirements are stated there. Also, the pilot schedule is laid out, and the recapture conditions are laid out, along with a completion deadline and the employment levels being proposed. So that is for consideration of the board to set a public hearing.
We need a motion and a second to place the resolution.
Motion.
Second. Got it. Dominic. All in favor?
Aye.
just an update, we have entered into a contract on behalf of the IDA with BJH Advisors to review the proposed pilot. The developer has provided information to the consultant We are hopeful to have their report by this time next week. Our plan is to schedule the public hearing on Tuesday, September 2nd at 9:30. Unless you would rather have it on Wednesday, the 3rd, which is our regularly scheduled meeting.
I would prefer to have it on a separate day if everybody can make it. Because that way we allow enough time for public hearing.
And we will go with the 2nd. And we'll get that to the paper today, so it's published within the 10-day required time frame. We're also working, Chris and I have been working on the letters to the taxing jurisdictions. And Chris, if you could just update us on the status of those letters. I know I owe you some additional information to put into the letter, but our plan is, what is the legal requirement with respect to those letters?
So that has to be also available to the taxing jurisdictions at the same time the notice is published. So that will have to go out in the next couple of days. And it will go out to the taxing jurisdictions for their review, and it will contain the references to the proposed financial assistance.
And those are the school district, the city, and the county. Were required by statute to send those by certified mail. But we will also hand deliver them to them so that there's no question as to that we give them as much time as possible, not trusting how the US Post Office might work.
I just want to confirm that when we receive the analysis from the consultant, that will be posted for the public
Yes.
as well as to us. So the
Yes.
public has time to look at that before the public hearing.
Yep, Riley and I discussed getting that on the website, and we have put this project at the top of the website, so someone looking doesn't have to scroll down through the other projects that you've worked on.
Unlike there's just gonna be a special election, I think, at the end of October. For the referendum to sell the building, that doesn't affect any of this, right? Because God forbid if they say no, then the price will
I'm
go.
sorry, Donna.
The school board is
Oh,
called
thank you.
for special election at the end of October. Put this on the ballot. So that's not gonna affect anything for us, right? We're still up in the air.
Obviously, I don't believe we could close on the financial transaction until that is resolved, but we can't close on the deal until the state makes a determination on the application for the grant and the tax credit. Is that correct, John?
That's correct.
So we'll be putting things on the shelf as we go, and we also have to wait for the secret determination.
Yep. The council last night passed a negative secret.
Did they?
Yes,
Okay. So it was approved?
yes.
Okay, so we can get a copy of that for the city clerk or the council?
City clerk.
I'm sorry, I can't quite hear what you're saying.
He's asking where to get a copy of the approved resolution.
Yeah,
That would be
it
the
was
city
just done,
clerk.
was just
Okay.
done last night.
All right.
Yeah, but
I'll
it would
find
be
it.
the city clerk's
Great.
office, they'll do a certified
Great.
one for you.
Thank you.
When we get the financial comparison, is there a way that we could also look at that, not just individually, but in comparison to the other two, basically real estate deals that we have, because those are both based on shelter rents. And the numbers are quite different than this,
Yes.
and I'd be interested in understanding why there's such a disparity.
And I think that, that I have raised that question with Penrose. I've also, discussed with them the fact that the board has in, most recent discussions indicated that, locking in on a fixed assessment and a fixed escalator for more than 10 years, is something that, without some type of reconciliation, to be sure that assessed values haven't tripled or quadrupled while we're going up at 2% for 30 years is going to be an issue that is going to have to be addressed. But let's get the report, and this is a very unique project. We realize they're committing to a regulatory agreement for 30 years to provide housing to a particular population in the city that I believe that IDA is generally supportive of. But it does have to make financial sense to the city and to the other taxing jurisdictions.
And to Heather's point, when you provide us with the analysis, if you could also, just for convenience, send us those two, the two previous analyses.
I'll put them on a separate spreadsheet where you can see them all.
Perfect.
That'd be great.
And basically my intent was to provide a comparison to the 76 North Seventh project and the two
Providence Hall.
Providence Hall and Skylar
You can
Court.
also throw Hudson Terrace into that too.
I don't know that, you mean the history of that, what it looked like?
Yeah.
Is that one still in place?
Yes,
But how many more years?
I think they just re-upped.
I think they re-upped in 2007, I want to say.
Okay, so we can get that. I think we have that. I think you sent us that when we were doing the shifting the tax.
I think so, yeah.
Report. Okay. If there are no further questions, that concludes my presentation.
We do need to approve that resolution.
Sure, we need to vote on
Right.
You wanna?
Oh, we did better, we didn't know that.
Well,
No,
we
give me
placed it.
attendance.
Yeah, attendance, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll now call for a vote. Roll call order.
Kamal Johnson,
Aye.
Heather Campbell,
Aye.
Cheryl Casaluzza. Sorry, that's her. Randall Martin is video. Dominic Moranti,
Aye.
Charles Millar,
All right.
Margaret Morris.
Aye.
Thank you. It's approved.
All right, open up public comment. Being no public comment, like a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All right, all in favor?
All
right.
All right.